politician grips a silver iron on the green, watching a white bird drift across a hollow scene. He talks of quiet hands and the logic of the calm, while the heat of the summer sinks into the palm. She dives where the water turns from gold to deep blue. He waits on the bank for a sign that is true. A stray hound is perched in the branches of an oak, watching the world through a thin veil of smoke.
300 species scattered on the dusty ground, from the city squares to the silence of the mound.
A dog and a pigeon are cousins in the wind. A map of stable matches where the cycle begins.
It takes more than a single point to draw a line, to stitch the broken fabric of a fractured time.
The lonely ones bark at the moon in the sky, while the unwritten letters of her spirit fly.
Thousands of paper shapes hanging by a thread over the mouth of the well where the water is fed. Walk on the wings in the center of the air. Harper play the chord for the people standing there. 23,000 ghosts made of white and ink, standing on the edge of the jagged brink, joining the hands that will pull apart, writing hope on the skin of a paper heart.
Thousands of paper shapes hanging by a thread over the mouth of the well where the water is fed. Walk on the wings in the center of the air. Harper play the chords for the people standing there.
23,000 ghosts made of white and ink, standing on the edge of the jagged brink, joining the hands that will pull apart, writing hope on the skin of a paper heart.
Greatness tell of life and the branches turn deep, a renewal of the spirit in the space between. The ark found the shore and the branches held tight,
A baptism of fire in the morning light.
the insulation from the winter of the soul is the message on the wood, making people whole. Free tools for the children to carve out a name on the flank of a hound that is free from the shame.
We are moving ahead through the thick of the frame.
With the olive leaf leading the march of the day,
Mass perception shifting like the tides of the sea.
in an art project built for the land of the free.
Unity is the labor that the hands must perform.
The shelter of paper against the coming storm,
The politician watches the bird take its flight.
and the dog on the branch disappears in the light. Cloud on the paper shapes hanging by a thread over the mouth of the well where the water is fed. Walk on the wind in the center of the air. Harper play the chords for the people standing there. 23,000 ghosts made of white ink, standing on the edge of the jagged brink, joining the hands that will pull apart, writing hope on the skin of a paper heart. Thousands of paper shapes hanging by a thread over the mouth of the well where the water is fed. Walk on the wings in the center of the air. Harper played the chords for the people standing there. 23,000 ghosts made of white and ink, standing on the edge of the jagged brink, joining the hands that were pulled apart,